Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a modern cloud-based hospital management system that was built specifically for the realities and, the unique nuances of the Nigerian healthcare market. It's called the MegaNet EHR Cloud. If you run a hospital, a clinic, or a diagnostic center, you already know that delivering great care, well, that's really only half the battle. The other half is managing the absolute mountain of information that makes that care possible in the first place. So let's dive into how this system tackles that.
I want you to just think about that question for a second. Right now, all across Nigeria, there are clinics and multi-branch hospital networks running their daily operations on scattered paper folders, totally disconnected spreadsheets, or maybe aging desktop software that's literally tied to one single computer sitting in a back office. If that one computer breaks down, the hospital's memory basically goes blank. We're talking patient records, billing data, operational history, just gone, or at the very least, severely delayed. It is a massive single point of failure, and it's a kind of thing that absolutely keeps administrators up at night. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the everyday struggle, move on to the connected patient journey, look at how it's built for Nigerian billing, cover security and cloud access, go beyond the basics, and finally, take a look at the future. Okay, Section 1, the everyday struggle. The contrast here is just night and day. In the old way, a single patient's information lives in, 5 different places? You've got a paper chart at the front desk, separate notes scribbled down by a nurse, a doctor relying on their memory, a completely standalone logbook in the lab, and a totally separate register down in the pharmacy. Doctors literally have no way to see a nurse's vitals until someone physically walks a paper chart down the hall. But in the MegaNet way, the whole shebang lives in one secure, cloud-based place. It's accessible in real time by exactly whoever needs it, right when they need it. And, this didn't just come out of nowhere. This isn't some generic, imported hospital system that was designed for a foreign healthcare market and then clumsily forced to fit Nigeria. MegaNet actually evolved from something called Hospital Pro, a local area network system that real Nigerian hospitals relied on for years. When the original project files for that older system were lost, the creators didn't just throw in the towel. Instead, they saw it as a golden opportunity for a complete, ground-up rebuild. They intentionally designed a modern, cloud-hosted platform to get rid of all those structural limitations that come with running software on a single local machine. Let's move on to Section 2, the connected patient journey. Let's actually follow a patient through this live service queue. It is a completely automated handoff. Step 1, the front desk checks the patient in. Immediately, no phone calls, no physical chart changing hands. That patient appears in Step 2, the nurse's bay queue. The nurse records their vitals, and get this, the system actually has built-in validation to catch physiologically impossible entries before they even get saved. Once that's done, boom, the patient pops right into Step 3, the doctor's queue. The doctor sees the vitals instantly, writes clinical notes, and orders tests. Those exact orders automatically route the patient straight to Step 4, the lab and pharmacy. Finally, in Step 5, everything that just happened seamlessly feeds into one perfectly priced invoice. No manual handoffs, no lost papers. It's brilliant. But the absolutely crucial point here is flexibility. The system understands that not every healthcare facility operates on the exact same rhythm, right? For example, say you're a diagnostic center that handles high patient volume and a ton of referrals. You probably don't need a full nurse triage before every single consultation. MegaNet actually allows your front desk staff to choose, literally on a per-patient basis, whether to route them through the nurse's bay first or just send them straight to the doctor. The workflow truly bends to your hospital's reality, not the other way around. All right, Section 3, built for Nigerian billing. This is the administrative heartbeat of the hospital, and it's where the system truly shines, because it was built around the realities of Nigerian healthcare billing from day one. It natively supports capitation and fee-for-service right side by side, which, as we know, is absolutely essential since NHIS and HMO billing constantly mixes the two. And because every HMO negotiates different prices, MegaNet gives you fully configurable tariff tables per HMO. Your own staff can manage and update these prices directly, no need to call a software developer. Plus, it cleanly handles Nigeria's massive out-of-pocket self-pay population right alongside your insured patients. And it brilliantly manages primary care referral tracking. Honestly, it is an administrator's dream. Section 4, security and cloud access. Now, you might hear the technical term multi-tenant platform and instantly wonder, wait, is my private data safe? Let's de-jargonize that for a second. It simply means that many hospitals use the exact same strong underlying cloud infrastructure, But your specific hospital's data is completely isolated. It's locked tightly behind its own impenetrable private door. The system enforces this at the actual database level, using something called PostgreSQL row-level security. This practically guarantees that even a massive coding mistake couldn't accidentally leak your hospital's data into another hospital's view. Your data is yours alone and safely separated. Building on that foundation of security, MegaNet incorporates role-based access right into the core of the platform, not just as some bolted-on afterthought. This means it is fully compliant with Nigeria's Data Protection Act of 2023. Practically speaking, this means a front desk clerk can register patients and look them up, but they are physically blocked by the system from ever seeing clinical notes, lab results, or diagnoses. Those are for clinical staff only. Plus, every single meaningful action, who viewed a record, who edited a file, is logged for complete 100% transparency. Let's talk accessibility, because this really builds a better work environment. This system works from any phone or computer with an internet connection. Seriously, there is no local server for you to maintain, and absolutely no on-site IT team required to keep it running. Because so many hospital staff in Nigeria rely on their mobile devices for day-to-day tasks, the interface was deliberately built to be phone-first. It offers an incredibly smooth experience right in the palm of your hand, while still giving you a robust, full-screen desktop experience with a navigation sidebar for the front desk and administrative offices. Section 5. Beyond the basics. We've covered the core outpatient visit, but the platform is so much more comprehensive than that. It seamlessly handles conflict-checked scheduling and appointments. It includes full ward and inpatient management, so tracking beds, fluid balances, and feeding charts is a breeze. It manages operating theater bookings and even handles antenatal care tracking. Actually, one of my favorite features is the internal department messaging. You can just send a quick message to lab, and it reaches whoever is actually on duty at that exact moment, without you needing to know their specific name. And for administrators, the Business Insights dashboards give you a real-time, bird's-eye picture of visit volumes, revenue, and stock levels. Finally, Section 6, the future. You know, a truly modern cloud system is never actually finished. It's always adapting and improving. So you might be wondering, where exactly is MegaNet headed next as it scales across the Nigerian healthcare landscape? Well, the development of MegaNet itself uses an incredibly modern approach. The founder actually works hand in hand with an AI coding agent to rapidly build, test, and refine the system. But it's definitely not being done in a vacuum. MegaNet is currently onboarding a dedicated group of founding pilot partners. These are real Nigerian hospitals using the system right now for their genuine day-to-day operations. Every new module, every security boundary, every single interface is being refined based on actual real-world usage patterns and direct feedback from the healthcare staff working on the ground. Which brings us to our final thought. MegaNet EHR Cloud proves without a doubt that Nigerian hospitals deserve software built specifically for how they actually work, not just some generic import. It's secure, it's connected, it's accessible from anywhere, and it truly solves the everyday struggles of healthcare management. So the real question is, are you ready to finally ditch those paper folders, protect your critical data, and let your staff spend their time on patients instead of paperwork? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.